I do think if you pull the lens back a bit, you'll remember those years of Work Shall I Will, etc. We got through them. They're an incredibly impressive couple, greater than the sum of their parts, particularly when it comes to William. But one of the key problems is, with the departure of the Sussexes, and I think as humans we all need this, we all need someone to push off, to compete with in a healthy way. You remove any kind of competition. And at the same time, the predominantly right-wing press have pushed William and Kate up on this incredible, untouchable pedestal. So really, I think, to an extent, understandably, he pretty much feels he can do what he like. We've made him untouchable in some respects.
Hello to all royal family followers, especially those tracking the Sussexes. Today, we're diving into the image of the Prince and Princess of Wales, William and Kate. They're everywhere, on screens, in papers, appearing as the model of modern royalty. But is this image authentic, or is it a carefully crafted production? The story we're sold is one of stability and strength. William and Kate as the monarchy's future, a reassuring constant in uncertain times. We see them at events with their children, embodying the perfect family. This narrative comforts many, suggesting the monarchy is unshakable. But some now question whether this image is a happy accident or a deliberate strategy. Critics argue the palace and certain media outlets work together to polish the couple's image, shielding them from criticism. This creates a protective bubble, making them seem flawless and untouchable. If this bubble exists, what does it mean for William, Kate, and the rest of the royal family? It's a question about media power, public perception, and the nature of a modern monarchy. To understand the royal family today, we need to look beyond the surface. Let's explore what's really at play. At the heart of this debate is historian and royal commentator Dr. Tessa Dunlop. She claims the British press, especially the right-wing media, hasn't just reported on William and Kate, but actively built them up. Dunlop says the press has placed them on an untouchable pedestal, creating an idealized version of the couple. She argues that constant praise can change people, making them feel above criticism and normal rules. This isn't about literal monsters, but about the consequences of media elevation. Dunlop challenges the idea that William and Kate's popularity is organic. She sees it as carefully managed by powerful media allies. The public, she says, is sold a sweet story that hides a more complicated reality. For example, the narrative of William and Harry as inseparable was more PR than truth. Dunlop describes a symbiotic relationship. The palace needs positive coverage, and newspapers need royal stories. This partnership ensures a steady stream of glowing portrayals for William and Kate. They become the heroes, shielded from criticism. It's a compelling, if unsettling, theory. It asks us to look past the smiles and consider the forces shaping what we see. Are we witnessing genuine popularity, or a media creation? The answer may be more complex than we think. Let's dig deeper. The media's protective bubble is most visible during crises. In 2024, as the King and Princess of Wales faced cancer diagnoses, the press painted William as the family's rock. He was elevated to near-mythic status compared to Queen Elizabeth II and cast as the monarchy's saviour. Coverage focused on his stoicism, rarely questioning his actions. The press built a fortress of positive sentiment, shielding the couple from scrutiny. In the ongoing rift with Harry and Meghan, the narrative consistently favours the Waleses. William and Kate are portrayed as dignified victims, enduring attacks with grace. This framing solidifies public opinion in their favour and makes criticism hard to stick. The result? A powerful defence mechanism and a reinforced image as the monarchy's stable heart. The message is clear. William and Kate are the nation's safe bet. This narrative, repeated endlessly, builds their untouchable pedestal. Constant praise and protection inevitably shape behaviour. Dr. Dunlop argues this media shield gives William the confidence to act without fear of real scrutiny. He can set his own terms, knowing the press will back him. This freedom is rare for public figures. In his dealings with Harry, William's firm stance is emboldened by supportive coverage. The narrative always casts him as the wronged party, reducing pressure to compromise. The couple can control their narrative, as seen during the princess's health crisis, when the press largely respected their privacy. This deference is a sign of their power, but such protection risks disconnecting them from public sentiment and accountability. The pedestal can become an island, isolating them from criticism and alternative perspectives. The press's influence has deepened the rift between William and Harry. While the media didn't create the feud, its coverage has fueled division. For years, the heir and spare fairy tale dominated headlines. When reality shattered the myth, the press took sides, mostly with William and Kate, casting Harry and Meghan as villains. This biased narrative makes reconciliation nearly impossible. Harry's attempts at peace are framed as desperate or insincere, while William's silence is seen as dignified. The brothers are trapped in roles the media has assigned. King Charles has tried for unity, but William's media-backed position gives him leverage within the family. For Harry and Meghan, the media landscape is hostile, reinforcing their outsider status. The narrative persists. William is dutiful, Harry is the prodigal. This dichotomy deepens wounds and makes genuine reunion unlikely. The press has turned a family dispute into a public spectacle, with clear heroes and villains. The consequences go beyond headlines. They shape the family's future. The media's power is undeniable. There are clear advantages to the monarchy's polished image. William and Kate's steady, relatable persona reassures the public and projects stability. This positive coverage helps secure the monarchy's future and shields the couple from constant criticism. It allows them to focus on their roles and charitable work, especially during personal crises. But this protection comes at a cost. If the future king and queen are never challenged, they risk seeming out of touch and less relatable. The sweet narrative may lack substance, eroding trust over time. A major scandal could shatter the carefully built image. The contrast in media treatment between the Waleses and Sussexes fuels accusations of bias and hypocrisy. This damages the monarchy's reputation and unity. The short-term benefit of perfection may undermine long-term integrity. The stakes are high for the royal family's future. The monarchy stands at a crossroads, shaped by its relationship with the press. Overwhelmingly positive coverage offers short-term security and a smooth transition to King William V. But the public is increasingly aware of media manipulation, breeding cynicism, and questions about authenticity. Is the monarchy a genuine family or a managed brand? True loyalty can't be manufactured. It must be earned through real connection. The alternative is greater transparency and risk, a more balanced human portrayal of all royals. This would expose flaws but build deeper trust. The choice lies with the palace, the press, and the public. Do we want the comforting fairy tale or a more honest, complex monarchy? The answer will define the royal family for generations to come. As we draw this discussion to a close, one thing is clear. The relationship between the monarchy, the media, and the public is more intricate than ever. The protective embrace of the press has shielded the Waleses, shaping public perception and influencing the royal story. Yet, this very shield raises questions about authenticity, trust, and the true nature of royal life. We have seen how unwavering support can create an idealized image, but also how it risks alienating those who yearn for openness and honesty. The press, in defending the future king and queen, has contributed to a widening divide between perception and reality. Ultimately, the future of the monarchy hinges on its willingness to adapt. Will it continue to rely on carefully curated narratives, or will it embrace a more transparent approach, inviting the public into its world, flaws and all? Only time will tell if the royal family chooses the comfort of tradition or the challenge of authenticity. Thank you for watching. If you found this exploration thought-provoking, be sure to subscribe for more insights into the stories that shape our world.